What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. This past weekend I got out and hit just a couple of yard sales. We're getting late in the season, so there's not a whole bunch. I hit 2 in the morning, and then I hit 50% off clothing sale at my local Goodwill. I found a few good clothing items, but I really found one amazing electronic item that really impressed me. I have to test it, make sure it works, but stick around for that. In the afternoon, we actually wound up going to a wedding. I didn't take any clips at the wedding or anything like that, but just before we went to the wedding, there's a yard sale just up the road. We hit that, and I was able to find a couple of really great items. I will show you those items in a haul because before the wedding, I didn't have my GoPro or anything with me, so yeah. But the first stop we made, where you're going to see right here, is I picked up some posters, okay? These posters are going to wind up in my antique booth, most likely. There's no actual sold comps. So there's a couple listed of these posters, but check them out. I think they're pretty cool. Oh, these are cool.
And he used to go to car conventions.
Oh, the
okay. Yeah, it's 92.
He used to have a Corvair. And,
yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you had a Corvair.
yeah, Corvair.
Or Corvair. Oh, you had a Corvair.
Slightly different.
Oh, yeah.
Chevrolet Corvair.
I love the
like
Corvairs.
Yeah, the nice line.
One of my favorite
Yeah,
cars.
it was mine. It was mine. It was a,
Oh, was
a
it?
65.
Oh my God. So you obviously sold it.
Yeah. We
What
had
a
to get rid of it.
Oh,
I used to drive it to school and work in downtown Toronto. And
Wow.
the kids never knew where to put the gas, because it's
Yeah.
they're going to the back of the car. Well,
yep.
no,
Where is it?
where
Yes.
is it?
Yes. That's so true, eh? Even with the Volkswagens, they didn't know where to put it. Like.
Do you know what you want for any of your posters?
Oh, goodness Christ. How many are there? I don't know.
I don't. Well, there's 2 there, and then I think there's a couple different ones in
Oh, I
here.
like that one with the history of the Olsen.
Yeah.
That's nice. They're in good shape. Though.
Yeah, they're really nice shape.
Yeah. I don't know. $2 each or something.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, the sun's actually kind of
Pardon me?
Are you doing cash?
I can. Did Iris give you a price
She
on
said
this?
$2 a poster.
Okay.
So this is the only one. There might be a couple in here. I never actually fully took it apart.
Yeah, but the retool ones I see are
Do you want to roll them
smaller,
up all?
so
No, it's okay.
I mean, if it is, it is.
You want to help me pull these apart? That'd be good. 'Cause I'm not sure how many.
It's a great picture. It's such a happy picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that one's rolled up in
Well, how
there.
long you had it? Let's put it that way.
Oh, we've had it over 30 years.
Oh, well, it's gotta be real then.
So you want all 4?
Here,
Yep.
Want me to get it? There you go.
Let's do that.
Okay. $8, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was
What do you
worried
want?
about.
Okay.
Yeah, so that video, I'll be more delicate. I like that. Like I said, I got that.
Awesome. Thank you so
Oh, it's tall
much.
enough to get in there.
Do you want? I have that little box. Do you want the box?
No, it's okay. I've got a little bag in my trunk. I'll throw everything
All
in.
right.
That's awesome. Whoops, if I don't drop them in the.
I know.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Morning. So I was actually interested in some of these NASCAR die-cast, and right here you see me pick up some Hot Wheels. Everything was a little bit damp, and that always makes me nervous when you're picking up collectibles like this because, you know, there's always going to be some condition issues for sure when you're looking at wet packaging.
Anything particular you look for when you yard sale?
Not really. Like video game stuff usually. I think I was here last year. You do storage units, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had this bucket of consoles posted. Somebody said they're coming before 11 to get it.
Oh, cool.
What consoles are you looking for? Or?
I sell online, so I really anything that it's so hard to say.
Yeah. Well, I got this one bucket of games here. Atari cord.
Sure.
If you wanna look through that.
Yeah, I'll look through. You never know. I mean, now this game is not super valuable, but I'm going to keep it for my own collection. But I do dig around a little bit, and I do find some good games in the mix.
What do you sell on eBay or?
Yeah, eBay, Poshmark, Depop.
Oh, you do Poshmark too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do quite a bit of clothing.
What's your name on there?
It varies. It's either, I think so I sell in Canada and the US for Poshmark.
Yeah.
One is the store 654 and the other one's like the store 670.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do Posh too.
Yeah.
I'm PBS clothing on there.
PBS clothing?
Yeah.
Cool.
You do vintage clothing as well?
A lot of vintage, but then I go to the Goodwill bins in London.
Yep, that's where I go to.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen you there, but
Yeah. Yeah, I only go there when lockers are pretty dry and then
yeah,
try and pick some stuff, right? But
yep.
holy, it's getting crazy up there too. And then,
Oh, yeah. I try to just go first thing in the morning when they open, and it's not too bad. And then as the day goes, it gets worse.
yeah. And I said you can't go around the 20th of the month.
Oh,
The
people
last
have money.
day
Yeah,
of the month.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
Do you do any Posh shows?
Silent shows through automation, so I don't actually do them. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you do well on them? I just started doing live Posh shows, and
So
the first one was like a show because I didn't know how to work all the stuff, right?
yeah.
And then the second one was really good, and then this one this week wasn't so good. I was like, it's strange how.
So the way, do you do live shows or silent shows?
I tried the live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way I look at silent shows, I don't even try to get sales. All it does is it pushes you, the algorithm rewards you for doing it.
Oh,
And you'll get like either offers or full price sales and other stuff.
Yep.
So if you run one, you'll get like 2 or 3 sales because you like kind of played the game.
Yeah.
You know, they'll push, someone still has to buy your stuff, but they definitely push your stuff out when you do it. So you
It's
get
funny,
rewarded.
So I did one Thursday night, and so like I did $5 starts, and then I did a feature, a bathing ape sweater and
Oh, cool.
Unstone starting at $20.
Yep.
They didn't sell.
They didn't sell?
They didn't sell.
Oh, that's surprising.
And so then I went back into my ad and I changed them back to regular listings. And then I sold the sweater for $80. But I'm like, I just run it literally 10 minutes ago for $20, right?
Yep. I do think that's part of it is they reward you for doing the things they want you to do.
How long have you been on Posh?
I don't know. Well, a Canada one probably a couple of years anyway. And the US one, I think maybe just over a year. The US one though, you have to use like a cross-border shipper. So I use like Stallion Express in London.
Right. Paper, because God knows we got lots of that.
Yeah. What do you want for games? I'm just gonna make sure the discs look okay, but
Normally I sell them for $5 a piece, but
okay.
I also have a whole stack of loose games like this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you want to look through those?
I would. I think that one's. It's definitely been researched. See, like, see how the bottom's got a swirl in it?
Yeah.
Somebody's resurfaced it, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just they took the scratches out of it. But
Oh, okay.
it makes me nervous sometimes because if you go too deep, they don't work.
Oh.
They're in okay shape though. These were so.
Grab that.
Looks good. Looks really box, so. You still on mine too, or is it just her, mostly her thing?
Just help.
Just help, yeah.
We have to work dogs.
What's that?
So most of us men, we wear work dogs.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We like going out there and working.
Oh, hey. Very nice. I've seen this before.
Poppy. Come on. Peanut, come on. Poppy. Peanut.
Peanut. Come. Let's go. Come, Peanut.
I'm gonna grab, I think, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, just 5 games, I guess.
$20.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, made it back home now. I'm going to show you the yard sale stuff first. We'll leave the Goodwill stuff to the very end. Okay, so first of all, we were looking around at this garage sale before going to the wedding, like I mentioned. And I seen like some, what I thought was calendars. And then I looked closer. I'm like, oh, maybe they're records. And then I looked even closer and they were records and laser discs mixed all together. I've never actually picked up laser discs before. I knew some can be valuable, some can be kind of mediocre. I asked him what he wanted for everything, and he's like, actually, this morning we had it listed, the lot of laser discs alone for $100, and then the records were individual. And I'm like, ooh, I guess I'm not buying them, is what I'm thinking. But he goes, I don't know, make me a reasonable offer. I'm like, well, I don't even have a laser disc player to test them out or anything, so I don't even know what they're worth. He's like, well, what about $20? And I'm like, $20 for the records and like everything? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you know what? I'll just pick them up. It's fine. That's cool. So I grabbed them, not really knowing what anything was worth. I knew these were going to be worth some pretty decent money. So this is a Cinderella picture disc. So this is actually a record, but it's a picture disc. So this one here, I don't have the official Disney sleeve. I just have a regular sleeve. I think I should be able to get about the clear spot over here. Should be able to get probably $20 for that one. Fox and the Hound, this one is complete with the official sleeve. Probably 25 or 30 on this one. So right there, my money back plus some, right? Onto the laser discs. Now these things are kind of all over the place. We're gonna start with Lethal Weapon. I thought, hey, that might be kind of cool. If you don't know what these look like, also, I'll just pull one out quick. It looks like a giant CD, essentially, right? Kind of cool. I've never actually seen one. I'll try not to touch it too much, because I don't know how sensitive these things are. They didn't last very long, for sure. This guy, not worth a lot of money, to be honest. Maybe only $10. That was a little disappointing, but subject matter, the last couple are much better. So first off, we have Aliens right here, okay? This one isn't widescreen. The next two are widescreen, I think. So Aliens, about $30 on this guy. And remember, I paid $25 for this whole stack. This was late before the wedding, so we had to be at the wedding for 4 o'clock. We went to this yard sale late around 3, and they have this stuff priced too high, obviously. So we have Star Wars widescreen edition and Star Wars Return of the Jedi. I'm gonna lot these up together. I see one sold for about $50. Individually, they can go from anywhere from like 25 to 30 a piece, depending on a lot of things. But yeah, these two are awesome. I might keep them for just a little bit, but I don't have a play or anything. I would just keep them in display, but most likely I'll sell these guys for $50 for these ones. So that was a pretty nice late in the day score, I think, for a garage sale. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't film any of this stuff, but I did pick this up. However, I'm going to reset here. I'm going to show you the clothing I got for 50% off, but stick around because at the very end, I picked something up for, I think, $10 that has the potential to be worth hundreds. All right, I got to set back up. Now on to the clothing, but before we get to the clothing, I picked up a couple CDs for my booth. Johnny Cash. CDs at my Goodwill are $1.25. I try to pay about $1 or less, so I paid a little more than I want. Ozzy Osbourne, okay. I just throw these in here for $4, so not a huge flip, but these have been selling really well for me. So I have been picking them up for $1 or less and trying to sell them. I pick up just rock CDs or sometimes modern pop, but it really depends what it is. Okay, so these are a pair of Asics. So shoes don't count for half price either. It's just clothing. So these cost $6. You probably can't see that. $6.49. So pretty cheap. There's a little bit of wear rate up here, but other than that, I can clean these up with just a little brush and a magic eraser. So for $6, it looks like these are the brand is also Asic Gel Cayenne 30. These should be about $50. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That was a good score. I thought this I picked up not knowing. So it's 2008 final season Yankees. I just thought it was cool. It's on a majestic tag. I paid $2 and change for it, so half of $4.75. Not bad. Looks like the shirt's probably only worth 13 or 14 bucks. Should have looked this one up, but I was in a hurry and grabbing. I could have looked it up before I left. There's no excuse for not looking it up, but I bought it. This is probably a $10, $15 shirt. Okay, these pants. So they are a wool blend. Okay. They're really nice. They've got some heavy stitching in them. And then a lot like Robert Graham, they have this like kind of nice inlay on them. Okay, so you can see this is 50% wool, 50% polyester. Paisley, I think it's Paisley Gray. Is that the name of this, right? I've heard of it before, but Paisley and Gray. I've heard of it before, but I'm not super familiar with it, okay? I know they're kind of expensive to buy new. I should be able to pull about $25 out of these, I think. I paid about $4 and change, so I think pants right now on my Goodwill are, what's it say, $9.79, so half of that. Okay, not bad. Next, we have a pair of jeans. I went through the jeans. I was hoping to get a whole bunch of jeans, but I didn't. So these kind of look like silvers. They say rock and roll on the back. I've picked this up before. They're rock and roll cowgirl. Is this cowgirl? Yeah. These ones also are kind of like the flared or wide leg. Okay, they're cool, big heavy stitching, same price here, I think. $9.49, so half of that, so $4 and change. Not bad at all. I think I should be able to get about $25 to almost $30 for these, but we'll say conservatively probably about 25 bucks on these jeans. And these are a pair of Tord size 14 skinny jeans, but they are distressed. You can see the knees here. It's all pre-ripped, right? I like this fashion still, but you know, I don't know that it's fashionable, but this stuff always sells. Probably get about 20, 25 bucks for these, and this price on these is the same thing. $9.79, half price there, so $4 and change. Okay, so let me just put this stuff away. I'll show you the big score of the day for me. $10 into potentially 800 plus. Just a second. So before I show you the receiver here, I did pick these up as well. I just pulled the dust cover off so I could show you. These are Polk Audio. These speakers here I paid $5.29 a piece. I'm going to use them to test out our receiver here. Those I'm going to sell on Facebook Marketplace for probably about $80 to $100. So $10.95 I paid for this stereo receiver. It's actually a surround sound receiver. It is a Technics SA-TX50. I've not plugged this in or tested any of it out yet. It's supposed to light up. We'll do that here in a minute just to see if we can get it to light up at the very least. Okay, so this guy, there's lots of outputs on the back. It's definitely 90s. And it looks like on the low end, it sells around $800. If you have a remote and a manual and all those other things, people have been getting over $1,000. So that's pretty wild. Before we end the video here, I'll plug it in to see if it at least powers up. I won't fully test it in this video because it'll take me some time. I want to make sure to test all the functions before I consider listing it for $800. But that certainly made my day. You know, $10, $11 essentially, $10.99. That's a pretty big flip for me into 800 plus. If it doesn't work, parts and repair, maybe half of that, maybe 400. So either way, I think I'm sitting on some pretty good money here. I do really need to make sure that all the functions work properly if I'm going to try to sell it for full value. So that'll take me a little bit of time because I need to just find the time to test it properly. But give me 1 second here. We'll plug it in, make sure it powers on. All right, we got it plugged in here. Moment of truth. Hit the power button. That's a good sign. We have a little backlight. You can hear some clicking. Select some different inputs here. That's also very good. I think we have some presets. Yeah, buttons seem to be functioning. These are all very good indications that this is a working unit, but we'll have to obviously fully test this guy out. That is a very good first sign, okay? I did notice that the EcoFlow, the fan kicked on right away, so it was definitely pulling quite a bit of power for a little receiver unit like that, but very happy that it's working. I'll have to, like I said, fully test it. I probably won't talk about it again until it sells, unless I decide to keep it or something crazy like that, but I really doubt it. I don't need an $800 receiver for anything that I do currently anyway. So I'll let you know if it sells. I'll let you know if there's an issue and I don't list it or I list it for parts and repair. But at this moment, we're just going to assume that it's working until I tell you different and until I update you on a sale. Hopefully it's 800 plus. Would I take less than that? Maybe. I guess only time will tell. If you guys like videos like this, please consider giving it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content, and we'll see you guys real soon.